As soon as it gets cold out in these November, December months, I'm all about roasting up some of those delicious heavy meats like beef, or in this case, we've got an amazing pork shoulder roast. We're gonna hook it up with a seasonal, amazing stout beer. It's gonna add a ton of flavor. The first thing we need to do, of course, is prep up some vegetables. We've got your basic carrots, celery, onion, turnips, and garlic. So if you saw, I kept the vegetables kind of on the big side because when you cut them really small and you braise things for long periods of time, like this pork roast, which is gonna take almost 4 hours in the oven, they'll kind of turn to mush and they just can't hold up to those long cooking times. So what we got now is a pork shoulder roast. You can buy those in 4 pounds or almost an 8 or 9 pound increments. The larger ones will have a bone in, but I did that one. I took the bone out and I kept the other half in the freezer for a later date. You can do the exact same thing. So what we want to do now is season this very heavily on all sides with salt and pepper. We're going to truss it up using butcher's twine to make sure it holds in really tight, keeps in all those great flavors. We're going to toss it around in some flour, and in a large Dutch oven with olive oil, we're going to brown it on all sides. We're going to remove it. Then we're going to add in our vegetables. We want to caramelize those up, get those nice and brown. Then we're going to stir in some tomato paste for a little bit of color, and then we're going to talk about this braising liquid. While our vegetables are pinceing with that tomato paste, we want to get it a nice rust color. What we want to do is braise our pork in some beer. And I've got a delicious Two Brothers Imperial Stout. It is seasonal, so you're only going to be able to get it at Heinen's for the next month or so. But it's got great coffee flavors, coffee notes in there that are really going to add a ton of goodness to our pork. So what we want to do is add this to our Dutch oven. We're also gonna add in some chicken stock. We're gonna season it up very well with salt and pepper because this is our braising liquid and our gravy. We're also gonna add in some chopped rosemary, thyme, and chives. Finally, add in that pork roast, put a top on it. It's going in the oven on 325 degrees. It's gonna take in between 3 and 4 hours to completely tenderize, so it's perfect for slicing and eating. We're about 30 minutes away from our pork roast being finished in the oven. What I want to do is add some potatoes to our dish for a little bit more just sort of heartiness to our pot roast. We've got some amazing Melissa's potatoes. These are perfect. They come in red, purple, or Yukon babies, or they have a great combination. They also have this great bag. What we want to do is in a hot pot of boiling salted water, we're going to leave these right in there and dip them in. It's going to take in between 10 and 12 minutes for them to completely cook through. What we're going to do next is drain the water, add some butter to that pot, cut this bag open, pour it in, season with salt and pepper. At that time, the pork roast should be just about finished. We're going to slice that up, try everything out. All right, the pot roast is done. The potatoes are done. Let's take a look. Man, it looks amazing. It's nice and tender. That's exactly how I like it. I don't want anything if it's not completely falling apart. So what we're gonna do is remove the butcher's twine. We're gonna slice it a little bit. If it falls apart, great. We're gonna plate it up with the potatoes and some of those carrots, onions, celery, turnips that are in the sauce. It's time to eat. What an easy recipe to make. I mean, literally all you need is time, about 4 hours in the oven, and you've got a masterpiece, especially on these cold winter months. Perfect for all weekend eating. Get all these great ingredients from your favorite Heinen's grocery stores and hit up heinens.com, loaded with recipe videos there. Got a lot to eat. See you next time.